Hey gents, when it comes to custom shirts, you can do a few different things. You can answer some questions online to try and get to your fit profile, which is what you're going to look at today between Stantt and Ratio. You could put in your measurements. You can just put in your arm, your neck, and everything else, and you measure yourself at home. That's what a lot of companies do. You can also do photography and stand in front of your phone naked in order to get shirts, which is what I'll be talking about with M. Taylor very soon. And then you can also go into like a laser booth, which gives you, measures your body, perfect fit and everything else. So there are a few different ways to get to made to measure clothes. And today, like I said, we're going to look at these questions, and then I'll be pulling all of these together as I am very slowly. As always, gents, make sure you're subscribed to learn about the best menswear on the internet and keep these videos coming. If there is any sort of discount for Stantt or Ratio, I'll put that and I'll link to them below so you can check them out. But I want to give you the unboxing experience for each of them so you can just see what it's like, and then I'll try them on and talk about the fits and the qualities for both of them. So I've said in the past, I'm a huge sucker for just plain pure white shirts. This is a shirt from Batch that I really like, just has a nice accent around the collar. So from Ratio, I ordered one of these. This is one of their Oxfords. And something else that I like about Ratio is it's all made in the USA, so it's custom made in the USA. Most of the other custom made companies that I have looked at have, they come out of China, Singapore, and then you look at someone like Oliver Wicks or Lineri and they come out of Italy. And so here we go right here. It actually has my name handwritten right on here, J. Shanahan. It's imported fabric made in the USA. So we will open this up and try it on. I do really like the look of this. And Ratio came pretty quickly from order to delivery. And then Stantt isn't actually made to measure, but they have a wide range of sizes based on your fit profile, and so it should be able to accommodate myself. I always talk about my fit being tough to accommodate for off from ready-to-made clothing because I'm 6'4", 170, so I typically need the length of sleeve in a medium, but I need the torso of a small. So I'm always between those two sizes. And I've got another white shirt because I'm pretty lame here. But this is the Reed from Stantt. Like I said, with Stantt, you answer a few questions, your height, weight, and then you put in like your chest and your neck size, and they try to give you the closest to their own sizing here. And so with both of these companies, they're not actually making to measure, but they're trying to get as close as they can with a very custom fit profile. And so this is a white twill from Stantt. They do offer like casual shirts. Feels very nice out of the box here. And Stantt I was a little bit disappointed in because it took like 3 or 4 weeks to get here, but because it's not made to measure, you'd think that they'd be able to deliver a little bit quicker than your typical made to measure company. So that's neither here nor there. Let's dive into these shirts. And I'll repeat what I typically say in almost all of the made to measure companies that I look at because not everybody watches every video. So first, you're not going to get the first shirt right every time. Companies will get very close and you might have to do a little bit of alterations or a little a remake or something, but I've had about 50% success when ordering from all of the made to measure companies and getting it right the first time. So don't expect the perfect fit the first time. Ratio says most customers get it right the first time, but that's neither here nor there. Second, with made to measure companies, the key thing you're trying to do is pick one that you can get the fit right and then consistently order again and again, because then it's just a matter of changing out the fabrics and you know that you can go get the right fit. And so take the time to do a back and forth with a company that you think that you want to stick with, because then you can just keep ordering different shirts, and so then you have the perfect situation. Third, I would rather have 2 high quality Ratio shirts than like 10 Kirkland, Costco, low quality, ill-fitting dress shirts. And I mean, that's my own personal preference. I think a lot of the people who watch my videos are in the same boat though, because Ratio shirts at least $100, $110 for a shirt, you're getting what you paid for. You're getting high quality American made shirts. But I again, myself, I'm looking to have less in my closet. I'd rather have just a few really nice things instead of a bunch of things. And that's been a development over time, as I definitely wanted to have a lot of cheap stuff early on. But now that I've had that, I really just want to focus on getting just a couple great, really nice fitting shirts. And so that's what you have to consider when you're going with something like Ratio or Stantt, because you're going to be paying about $100 per shirt. Anyway, rant over. Ratio, this fits amazingly. So like I said, when you go onto the Ratio site, you basically put in your height and your weight. You say what type of jacket size you wear, what type of shirt you typically wear, your body type, and then they try to essentially guess what your perfect fit is going to be. Now they do have a nice process where you can get alterations done. They have a form that comes in the box where you can put in the adjustments that you might need to be made. Now, you do pay return shipping to them to get the shirt to them for the alterations. It takes 2 to 4 weeks, and then they'll free ship it back to you. And they say that they'll do this as many times as they need to get the perfect fit. And that plays into trying to get that one company you can consistently order from in order to have, you know, the perfect fit, and then you just get updated shirts as you go. I really like the fabric feel of this Ratio shirt. It's a nice heavyweight Oxford cotton. I did make the shirt a little bit longer, so you'll see in the try-on video that I do typically tuck my shirts, and so I made this one long so I always have it able to be tucked in. And then it fits perfectly in the torso. I like the way that it kind of contours to my torso, and then also the sleeve length perfectly long so that I'll have the nice fit every time. And look at that, in one video my 50% rule plays out. So the Stantt shirt, sleeves are a little bit long, the armholes are a little bit wider than I would like. The chest is pretty big, and so it's not as slim of a fit as I would typically like. Now with Stantt, they have one of 75 sizes, so this just isn't the one that I fit into. They do have free returns and exchanges within 90 days, so they have a prepaid label in the box. I'll ship this back, take care of it, but I do like the way that the fabric feels. I think they're well priced. You know, $98 for a high quality cotton dress shirt isn't outrageous. That's typically what I was paying for some of the Bonobos dress shirts that I really like, and these ones are more of a custom fit than I was typically getting from the Bonobos, which would be like a medium trim or medium slim. But then again, I guess if Bonobos were to kind of change their wording, they would have about 70 sizes too, because you got your extra small, small, medium, large, slim fit, tailored fit, straight fit. So Stantt, first one out of the box, didn't really work out, but like I said, you gotta have 1 or 2 cycles of these companies. Don't expect to get it right every single time. There you have it, gents. Trying to dedicate the appropriate amount of time to these made-to-measure companies. I actually just got, it took like 8 weeks to get some of these made-to-measure shirts, and so as I go through this roundup, as I work through these, thank you for your patience, and I'm looking forward to putting it all together at some point. I'm going to link below to a Google Doc. Every time you guys recommend companies, I've been putting them in a list, and now I'm gonna try and kind of crowdsource that a little bit more instead of me trying to remember to put it in the list. If I don't remember, it's kind of a mess, and so I'm gonna try and put it into a Google Doc. If I'm missing some of the companies you're looking for, let me know, because I want to make sure that you guys, you know, I appreciate all of your recommendations. I try to keep track of them as best I can, but I think the Google Doc will really help in trying to keep track of those. Comment below if you've had good luck with Stantt or Ratio. I like to hear all of your own customer experiences, and it definitely helps as people find this video and can hear from not just myself, but from others as well. It's that wisdom of the crowds. I love it. Till next time, gents, this is the Kavalier.